Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the Still Talking podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Smith. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, Max Harris.
Yep.
And Brenner Smith.
Hey.
Just real quick, want to give everybody a notice of our first sponsor, Buzzsprout. If you guys, like listening to podcasts, you can download the Buzzsprout app. If you guys are interested in starting a podcast, you have questions, or anything to do with podcasting and all, it's really the best place. They have a community group. You can join on Facebook. And it's really cool people. Any kind of questions you have, I posted in there and was immediately helped the same day. They're really cool people, and they have mentors and stuff. So if you guys have any kind of questions about podcasting, or you want to get involved, or you want to start your own podcast, just check out Buzzsprout. And when you sign up, just, drop us down as your referral. Drop down Still Talking.
Make sure you
as your referral. You know what I mean? It'll help us out, help you guys out, give us both a little, both a little change in our pockets. But second, but certainly not last, you guys go check out Matt Moolah on YouTube.
Matt Moolah.
MATTMOOLAH. You guys go check Bird Box. Like I said, has about 12,000 views right now. He's got another project dropping on January 2nd called Exit 111. He is scheduled to come on the podcast on the 23rd. We're going to get him in here and do an interview, record, and stuff like that.
Looking forward to it a lot.
Absolutely, man.
Little known fact, me and Matt Moolah won a Boys and Girls Club flag football championship together back in 2002 at the Eagles.
That is why Max will be joining me. And for the first podcast, we're going to be doing without Brenner. As much as we love him, we're going to try to keep it small on 3 people, because when
this is them kicking me off. Really.
Yeah,
I've been instructed not to make a fucking scene, so I'm trying to chill right now. I'm just on my phone. Y'all continue doing whatever the fuck you're doing.
You can tell he sounds like he's crying.
I don't even want to talk right now.
He's taking it pretty hard.
No, we're gonna get Matt in here, and you know what I'm saying. Like I said, he's a hometown guy. We're gonna get him in here. So anyway, I guess without further ado, we'll just go ahead and jump on in here. What I want to talk about is the MMA card. Brenner, you look ticked off. Are you okay?
No, I'm just paying attention.
Oh,
now.
okay. Just threw your phone down violently, and you were like,
"It's brand new and it's got a new case on it."
You just looked at me like,
I'm eager to fuck it up.
Got from Verizon.
No. Oh, that was his open. He was like, "What about your phone?" He was like, "Oh, don't worry, I got this new case." Shout out.
He's like, "Yeah, shout out to yeah." Speaking of getting paid for sponsorships, OtterBox.
So I guess before we hop into sports, why don't you hold up? I'm gonna do a dab first. Slow up there. First time we've ever confirmed that on air.
Now I'm getting ticked.
Now you guys know I have a drug problem. I smoke a marijuana.
Hey man, it's legal
So
now.
It's all. Oh yeah, that's right.
It's
it is legal.
now.
I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Totally legal, bitches.
Absolutely. Well, it's almost. Let's make it clear. Nathan has cataracts. So
Yeah, bro. There's cat shit everywhere.
That's what makes it legal. Is the fact that he can't see at all. That's why he only.
I got
does
glaucoma
audio.
in my waistband. You feel me?
I'm
Ever
legally
since
blind.
he ate those hot wings, Nathan can't fucking see
Dude,
now.
his whole life changed.
Real shit, dude. Okay, so if you guys haven't, if you're listening to this
Yeah.
and you have not seen our Hot Wing
Go check
challenge,
it out.
You're
you
slept,
need to go
son.
check it out, dude.
Yeah.
Because I almost died. It was a life-changing experience, and I don't think I'll ever be the same.
And to help you out, if you don't want to
I
watch
will
it because
never
it's
be
30
the same.
minutes
It's short
long,
and it's to the point.
fuck
It was
you.
like when you lose your virginity. It's just like you just know you're never going to be the same person. You just lose that person, and
And-
I'm just not ever going to know me.
And I just want, whenever Nate's
you're
at
also
his
gonna-
peak of freaking out, I just want everyone to look at my face.
Look,
Just
dude.
watch my eyes.
Look, there was a moment in time
Yeah, it doesn't phase
where I
Matt
was
at
like,
all.
okay, this is kind of hot.
Really chill
And then a
about it.
couple, 10 more seconds went by, and I was like, I don't even want it to be cliche, but I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm in trouble. You know what I mean? I was like, I legit, I've never ate hot wings, and I felt it. It was in my mouth, and I felt it
that
in
shit.
my beard.
I
Okay?
swear to
I felt-
God.
I don't want to hear that from Matt. When you're
My
looking
whole
at
jaw
Matt, when you're
felt
looking
like-
at Max, it was like he forgot that we were live. You know what I mean? At first, he
I
was
was
like,
just eating food.
he was like really He was like really nervous, and then like a little bit later, he's like, "I'm not even gonna fake it anymore. Can you guys pass? Is there any fries that came with it?"
I really wanted something else to eat with it.
Dude.
That's the only thing that sucked.
And the worst part was like he was in the car trying to psych me out when to get it. He was like, "You nervous? You're not nervous?" And I'm like, "Bro," I was like, "Look at me. You think I get nervous? I'm not nervous."
I'm not nervous.
And I wasn't nervous for anything. 3 seconds into
seen my-
eating that first wing, I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "It's finna get rough in here."
You're like, "I'm not
Yeah.
nervous, bro. Have you seen
And-
my cataracts?"
And I
to
didn't.
God,
It's
I
not
ain't
like I
nervous.
finished the box or anything, so it's not like I'm world champ over here. But I just
No, and then I'm starving afterwards, and the only thing in the studio is fucking the hottest wings in town.
Legitimately.
I just want to say
hottest
All I
wings.
want to do is eat food, and it's not happening.
no. If we would have got some of them middle of the pack wings, and you would have like even stuttered on how hard they were, I'd have smoked you because I'd have ate them no problem.
Honda. All right,
You
check
probably
it out.
could eat wings faster than me, but
Before I do this nasty glurb, if you guys haven't had a chance and you're listening to this and you haven't heard my latest stand-up set,
go check this shit
please
out.
go check that
Also
out.
slept.
Slap.
It, like I said, it's this. I said it in the challenge video. It's not my best work, and I'm a little more skeptical, or not skeptical. I'm a little more critical of it. I don't think it's definitely my best work. Like I said, it's just a big difference in a way of like how much I've grown. Like I kind of released them. I mean, not kind of. I did release them in order of when I wrote them. You know what I mean? I didn't leave anything out of context. And I just kind of wanted to show my evolution. Like the last 2 stand-up sets, I was like, oh, I was like, yo, I haven't even listened to them. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't even want to think about them. I'm done. I'm over with them. And like this new stuff I'm writing, yo, I'm excited. Like this next one, I want to go live on Facebook and do like we did now and do my stand-up set, but I'll be able to like
You
turn
can
it
stand
long
up?
ways. Yeah, I can do it sideways and like, you know, have it like straight up and down, and I can do stand-up. So that because my thing is like I have jokes where like what I do on stage, like,
Right.
Yeah, your body language and stuff
and
like
how you-
that.
you
Not
really
for
mean-
every comedian, but there's a lot of comedians to where it's body language and environment, things of that nature.
and like and when I'm reading stuff off, it makes everything a lot quicker. And some of my jokes, I just feel like it might be just me because I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, but I want my jokes to be. I feel like they have to be a certain way to be funny. You know what I mean? I want them to be. So I feel like if I say them too fast, then if you slow them down a little bit, they're funnier, kind of sort of stuff. So I feel like if I get to where I can see myself like almost not like on stage, but if I can get to where I'm doing like a performance and you guys can see what I'm doing, I'll be able to slow it down, take my time, deliver the jokes right. You know what I mean? I feel like I'll be able to really give it 110%. And like I said, I was like, oh, I just wanted to get these last couple over with. Like I'm excited about these jokes I'm working on. They're fucking hilarious, man. I was really. And it's cool because it's the first time, like I said, I've been doing this 8-9 months. This is the first time I've ever been like excited about some shit. I'm excited to get in here and write some shit, dude. And that's the thing is I've gotten to where like I don't even write jokes out anymore. I literally just like I used to put them in a material folder and be like material ideas, and I'd go in there and I'd write them out and edit them. Now I'm just going in there and I'll just be like I'll move it to like out of the ideas section into completed jokes, and I'll just fucking record them. Oh yeah, let me take a fat glurb. That's what I was supposed to be doing.
And I was reaching for that.
Yeah, and I'll just be like recording and just kind of freestyling, man, and that's been working a lot better for me. So
Yeah.
I've been, like I said, I'm finally comfortable and in a routine, and like I said, those sets were just like, ugh, for me. I was just like, whew, I just got them out and got them over with. This next one, I'm gonna give it 100%.
Well, and that's, I
man.
mean, and you got to put stuff out there. What's not necessarily straight funny to you is funny to other people. I mean, let's just be like Jeff Dunham.
I had
I
a
do
lot.
not think he's funny at all. You know how big of a fan base he has.
I thought he
and
was
stuff like that.
hilarious
You
when I
know-
was like 12 through 16, and as an adult,
Exactly.
I'm like,
Exactly.
yeah.
You know what had more people reaching out to me than anything?
What?
Was my first stand-up set when I did the Charlie Sheen pre-HIV or the pre-HIV joke. I did Charlie Sheen pre-HIV. Dude, I had like 20 people that were like, "Yo, bro, that was fucked up." They were like, "That shit was wild."
I hadn't thought about Charlie Sheen in 4 years.
Yeah.
You just brought that shit roaring back.
Like,
Like,
you just fucked my whole mind
you're
up.
like fucking winning.
Dude. I'm telling you, and what's crazy is like, when I wrote that joke, I kept going to my material list, and I had been going to it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I would see Charlie Sheen in capital letters, and every time I'm like, "Fuck, dude, I gotta start working on. I gotta work on some Sheen jokes, man." And I never did, and I still haven't really gotten into anymore. But I was like, God, I just gotta get one, dude, somewhere. And I went back to that joke, and I was like, I gotta put a Sheen reference in here somewhere. We're talking about partying, and then just how it kind of happened. But
Well, and our generation will run through things so fast, like what's funny for like a week or a month or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That when people just forget about shit.
Next
So
trend,
when
next
you
trend,
fucking
next
bring
trend.
stuff up like that, it kills. It
Yeah,
always
you're
kills.
like, oh shit, I do.
Like
remember
exactly.
that.
Like I haven't thought about Charlie Sheen since I was in fucking high school.
You guys are finally getting to know the real me. I like to get fucking blitzed. You guys are getting to see the real side of Nate. I'm a fucking
To
drug
be
addict.
fair, how many people don't know that side of Nate?
Yeah, right. How many people know that I don't like to get high? Sound like we're doing like real drugs. I like to get high.
I'm like getting fucking high. I hear a torch going off in the background.
I want everybody to know that I had no idea that anybody would be smoking on this podcast.
Yeah, I wouldn't have came.
I didn't like.
I wouldn't have came
Like if my
tonight.
manager's listening or anything like that, you can test me right now, baby. I'm clean. Like,
He said, I was gallivanted into this
Yeah.
situation.
They were so seductive. It was crazy.
First of all, they
We're
said
gonna
it was
jump right back into
non-THC.
professional. All right, everybody. So next on the agenda, we're gonna get back to sports. One thing might not be very big to some people. Obviously, honestly, was a huge deal to me, and I almost shed a tear. Max fucking Holloway got beat. I was so upset, dude. Like legit, I feel like Max Holloway is. He could be top 3 in the top 3 considered for pound greatest fighter in the history of the UFC. I don't give a shit what anyone says about the Conor knockout. I don't give a fuck. That dude is top 3 pound for pound
can't put him in my
greatest
top
fighters
3.
of all fucking time.
Who else is in your top 3?
I would have said Royce Gracie if he hadn't gotten fucking pop positive for steroids. So that's out of the question. Gosh, I guess I guess I haven't really thought about it. Anderson Silva, absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah,
Anderson Silva.
He has to be in
Anderson
every
Silva
top.
is a fucking amazing fighter.
GSP, I feel like has to be at least your top 5.
Yeah, I would put him in the top 5.
I'd put him in the top 3.
I'm-
GSP.
um,
BJ Penn's up there for me too.
Are we talking UFC or are we talking MMA as a whole?
Probably UFC.
Just UFC?
Yeah.
Okay. If we're talking MMA as a whole, Fedor Emelianenko, absolutely 100% greatest fighter in the history of ever. Fedor is the man. If we're talking just UFC, I would say,
Khabib. I don't even like Khabib, and he has
Yeah.
to be up there.
yeah.
He's fucking.
I
He's an
would
animal.
give it that. I would
His
give
fight
it
style is really boring to me, and I don't really like him, but I
Holloway.
respect him a lot.
Holloway, Silva, and oh my God, Holloway, Silva, and who did we just talk about? I was
GSP,
Khabib.
Khabib.
Khabib. Just because no one's gonna beat Khabib, just because I just
I don't
look, yo.
this-
I say that this
He could,
Ferguson
bro.
fight, yo, this Ferguson fight is finna
But
be
every
the
fighter's-
fucking juice. I'm gonna by that time by
the
April.
Ferguson fight's gonna be crazy.
By April, we'll 100% be on video. So I'm definitely gonna do a fight comparison.
Yeah, we're gonna
Or a
pirate
fight
the dog
campaign,
shit out
yeah.
of that fight.
We are for sure
Just
gonna.
kidding.
We're gonna be
Not
sitting in
fire.
my room. In
We'll
the
do a
recliners.
reaction, we can record ourselves watching it. We can't record
Yeah.
the fight, but we can record.
We're gonna
ourselves.
be setting up in my room with some ring lights because I'll have it all set up. We'll be at a table.
Yeah.
It'll
When
be
is it
fun.
again?
We can even get fucking.
April 20th.
I'll even get like an
April 12th,
outfit, like a
something
fucking
that.
MMA outfit, like the robe, like a boxing robe,
Yeah.
with, like some fucking.
We'll go all out, dude.
Yeah,
I really.
I'll even act like.
Hoods up, baby.
Yeah.
We're coming in hot.
I'm super
the gloves,
excited about
fucking
that
punch
fight.
them together.
Super excited about that fight.
I just want to see Khabib get beat. 'cause
I would love to have gloves just so that every time that you get excited to be able to turn around and hit the fuck out of you.
All right.
Do you not want to steal this one from me, Max? You fucking piece of shit.
I guess
clearly
gonna mark another great page in our book of making America great again. Colby Covington got his fucking jaw broken by Kamara Usman.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That immigrant came in.
and
Bro,
and
I
beat
fuck
the shit out of him, bro.
that Ku Klux
Just
Klan
whap.
racist ass.
man.
I don't,
Look,
man, and
dude.
I don't even think it's fair to say that he's like really racist.
I think he's just playing.
he's
Nah,
just
look.
jumping on the bed. Now, granted, he has said some terrible shit.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if you're
But-
clout chasing. If you say
mean, you
something,
You say something.
if
yeah.
you say something,
Yeah, I
that's
get
it,
you.
homie.
Yeah,
you know what I
you're
mean?
right.
Shit.
Yeah,
It-
you're right.
For real.
I don't
You're
give a
right.
shit about no explanation. It's all.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where I mean, he's just like. But I mean, I think ignorant is more
Yeah.
as a better
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
I'm really
Not that
happy
it's
he got
not
his ass
racist,
whooped.
but ignorant is such a perfect word for this situation.
And I guess I understand because I've been in situations where like something's happened and like someone says something like super racist and they've been like, you know, and I'm like,
Not
no.
really.
No, don't you fucking rope me into
Yeah,
this?
no.
They're like, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm like,
Not really, man.
No, sir, I didn't think it. You know what I mean? I'd be like, we did not have the same thought. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I wasn't raised like that, bro.
I was like, I know I've been in that situation. People like, you know what I'm talking about? I'd be like, yo, bro, don't rope me to fuck. You be like,
Yeah.
But
No,
to be
bro.
fair about the tattoos,
I'd be like, I'm
back
good,
in
white
their
people.
day-
Back the fuck
You're
up.
like, you asked me this shit in private.
had
Don't
to
you
be-
ever fucking?
DM me, goddammit. I am good white people in public, son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. You motherfucker.
I have an image.
Have you
so-
seen my mixed child? Like,
I have an image, motherfucker. Don't ask me for guidance in my DMs, goddammit. I help you out.
Yeah.
So, in my absence, don't leave us on a blank podcast. You guys do some talking, okay? And go.
bet.
That'll be great. Now we can finally get some words in.
All right, guys, and we're back. We just went ahead and cut and did a little break. So moving on, we're just gonna finish up. Colby Covington gets his jaw broken 5th round.
Slap.
Kamara Usman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, son, got
Fifth
fucking train
So
wreck
happy he got
and
his
lost
ass
his
beat.
title.
And
Super,
he just kept,
super excited.
he kept tagging him. Pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop. That 5th round though, he got him.
I was super glad when he got Trump trained. I was super excited about that.
Trump train.
Super excited. I don't know what's going on with the impeachment thing. Did you
Yeah, I
see
heard a
about that?
rumor that he got
Yeah.
impeached already. But I don't know.
Yeah,
how
I
official
don't,
that
I
is.
don't, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to big mouth anything because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't
but
know at all.
Yeah, that's I
mean,
just heard
oh.
that myself. My thing is
Good
like
things
I,
just don't happen.
you know what? I think
Like-
if we ever move into a political side of this podcast, and we might do like one political like you know what I mean when we talk about politics, I would probably have like my friend on Tim Yates. If anybody listening probably knows Tim, he's a really smart guy. He's really like intellectually smart. He's always been a smart guy, and he's real fucking cool. He's always been super cool,
Yeah,
dude.
I used to work with Tim.
Oh yeah, you know
At the
Tim.
bowl, he
Um,
worked at the bowling alley, and
yeah.
I worked at the go kart
He
track.
he was posting something and some people were bashing him, and I was like, "Yo, the only person I vote for in 2020 would be Tim." I was like, "Hey, dude,
Shit, yeah, I'm
clean it
fucking-
up, Tim,
right,
clean it
right
up."
in vote.
Yeah. So if we ever did a political podcast, like that's what I'm saying. We were talking about. I was like, I have questions. I was like, I'm just gonna text Tim and be like, Hey, man, question. Because my only question would be like, would it matter since if impeaching him this close to a new election? Would that matter? I mean, or does impeachment mean like you're done, like no more in office? Oh, that's probably what it is. Impeachment probably means he can't.
I don't think
really,
so.
like, I don't know what that means.
I don't think so. I
that's
think he
what I'm
can
saying, I
still
don't
run. I think it's just
A statement. Yeah. I don't know.
yeah.
Anyway, moving on. I just thought of Tom Brady misses the Pro Bowl. How you guys feeling about that?
I feel great about it. Fuck Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Yeah, shout out fucking
Yeah, I'm not really that.
shout
like,
out
I
Drew
don't give a fuck.
Brees. Shout out Drew
And,
Brees.
I mean,
breaking
but in all
fucking records.
fairness, dude, if all those quarterbacks that got selected to the Pro Bowl, I'm pretty sure who was it? Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and who was the third person? Deshaun Watson. Outside of
Yes.
Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson have legitimate shots at the Super Bowl or the AFC Championship at best. And if they lose in the AFC Championship, I doubt they go. I mean, maybe Lamar Jackson because it'd be his first one.
Yeah.
But like, I know for a fact if Drew Brees isn't playing in the Pro Bowl, if they go to the NFC Championship and lose again, he's not going to play in Hawaii.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know.
I mean, I don't know. I just think Drew Brees doesn't need to. I mean, what does he need to prove? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
there's.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
it's
and that's
not-
just
I mean,
and
and
not
it's a consolation. Like last year, he didn't go. Like last year was really that was
and not to say that it means anything to Tom Brady because like obviously, bro, Tom
Yeah,
Brady
he-
doesn't need to prove
he-
nothing.
Yeah, he
He's not
doesn't
playing
exactly.
nobody.
That's what I'm
he
saying.
doesn't plan
like,
on being available for the Pro Bowl. He's going
Like-
to be in a different bowl game.
Tom Brady's the kind of dude that's
Trying.
never called himself the greatest, and he just goes out there and fucking does it, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you can hate him all you want, but you gotta admire. He just
doesn't
goes
have
out
to
there and
follow
that.
slings
I mean,
that
honestly,
goddamn
I
football.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't respect the Patriots a lot though because they've been caught cheating too many times that I've seen.
Yeah.
I don't put that on like their players. Like I don't blame Tom Brady for the Patriots cheating, but the Patriots
Yeah.
cheat.
I was finna say you can't believe that, but yeah.
Like you can't blame Drew Brees for the bounty bowl that the Saints were doing, but they were fucking doing it, and it was fucked up. So
Moving on, big news. 6ix9ine got sentenced recently.
yep.
Now
Fucking Treyway.
he got sentenced
What is it,
to
2 years?
24 months, which is 2 years.
Yeah.
But he's currently served 13 because when it came to time served, the judge was like, "You 13 months is just not enough." Talking about he was a violent criminal.
Yeah.
And he, in order to do this, he took a deal like not even the deal. The sentencing was if he gets released late 2020 without incident in prison, he gets released with 5 years parole, $35,000 in fines, and
Which is nothing.
And check this out though. This is what caught my eye because this stuck out to me. 300 hours of community service. That means he's not going into witness protection.
Yeah, no,
that means he's
that's
not
what I'm saying.
going.
I don't
If
think
you're-
he's going to last that long.
If he's taking community service, he's not taking WITSEC.
No, he ain't going to last that long.
Yo, and my thing is like, if he comes out and keeps making music, he has to like succeed because if he doesn't, because like look, he's gonna have to have security like all the time now.
Well,
like, there
and
has
that's-
to be.
there is
He's
still-
had security. But
There
now
is
he's
still
gonna
a
get real
huge fan following for him that has not been interrupted by his snitching at all, and it's ridiculous. People to this day or
Like-
right now are like, "Oh, leave him alone." You know, this, that,
Yeah.
and the other. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. How would you be if this happened? This, that, and the other. And if your friends, and it's like, what they're saying basically is like, how would you feel if Nathan flipped on you and you had all this time going, this, that, and the other?
Would you rat on Nate?
Well,
You
it's
know?
like
They were
I
like-
didn't
they
go
were
to
like-
I didn't go to Nate and be like, hey Nate, will you let me into a gang that you've started and this, that, and the
Yeah.
other? Can I be a part of that lifestyle? And as soon as somebody presses that lifestyle, can I fucking flip?
Yeah.
Like it's so different. It's super different.
It legit blew me away because I had this conversation with Max and I was like, if you watch his videos, he's committing crimes
Yeah.
in the videos.
Yeah.
And then 3 months later, it was like 6ix9ine arrested on probation violation. District attorney states.
And everybody's like, on what?
District attorney.
How?
Yeah, she's showing his videos.
Yeah.
And it's the same exact thing. And I was like, dude, they're driving through this tunnel in downtown Brooklyn with AK-47s.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's like 6-7
All that
dudes
shit's
hanging off a
illegal.
Tahoe with like guns and all kinds. And there's cars passing by. So
Yeah.
you know that it's not shut down. There was no permit. They were doing that shit. You know what I mean?
They're all blooded up at the gas station and shit like that. There's a bunch there.
Yeah.
Billy, he's got
Dude.
like pounds and pounds of weed that he's
on
sitting
that
with.
fucking Tahoe. Yo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude.
And he
that's what's-
joined in. He just was like, hey, they liked his sound. They found him on the street and they liked his sound. And
They were like,
he-
we'll put you on. They
well,
won't
no,
let you.
that's exactly. He wasn't a blood or anything like that. They just found him, and he was like, I can write this if you guys give me a bunch of gang members.
then
I
he
can make it
hired
look
them,
really
yeah,
lit. And he didn't. And I don't want to say this like I sound like a white guy or anything like that, but it's like he didn't get jumped in. He didn't bang his set to get in or anything like that. They were just like, okay, so you rap your blood,
That's.
and then
That's
they were
what
like,
They're like, oh, you get a
that's what
chance
I-
to get money and bring money to the group.
I think
and,
it was.
they're like, well, and now his friends are flipping on him. What would you do? And it's like, no, he knew that those weren't his friends.
They weren't his friends.
Those weren't his friends.
and he knew that. He
But,
chose that life. Yeah, I don't know why I passed it.
That's my bad.
It's okay. But my thing was like, I think it was Fat Joe that broke, or 50 Cent. It might have been 50 Cent that broke it down. He was like, look, man, there's pictures of him. He was just this little like Hispanic kid from the fucking suburbs, or
Yeah.
he was from Brooklyn, but I think he was from New York or something, but he wasn't like, he wasn't no kind of ghetto. You know what I
No,
mean?
exactly.
He wasn't no kind
Yeah.
of hood, and they just kind of like. He was trying to blow, and they were like, all right. He was kind of had some talent, and they were just like, you employ us. And what Fat Joe say? He said they found a little dude with some talent that they could extort. He said they gave him a gun, let him say the N-word.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was all
Yeah.
kind of, and they were like, and they let him claim, he said they let him say the N-word, let him claim blood, and they just kind of do his thing. And then he blew up, and he was like, all of his managers and all of his like road people, he's like, those are all gang members, yo. That's
Every
all.
one of them.
That's why all of his team got convicted, because he hired straight gang members.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
that
he knew
was,
exactly
that was
what
the
he was
deal.
doing.
Yeah, no, that's the
and
deal.
then he's sitting around and he's like, man, like he's talking like he's the fucking Backstreet Boys. He's like, I was looking at my checks, man, and it just wasn't adding up. Yeah, that's because you're fucking hired by people that are fucking moving bricks the same time that they're dealing with your you know what I mean? It's like
he got caught in a situation that a lot of people are getting caught in. He thought, oh shit, this will catch me like 5 years. I'll do three or four and be out and have some street cred.
Yeah.
And New York passed the RICO law. So he caught those 3 charges. So with RICO law, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know it completely, but with RICO law, I'm pretty sure your charges can't run concurrent. So you face them one right after the other, and then there's a fucking multiplier on that bitch. Like they multiply your numbers.
Yeah.
So
there's interest on that.
what would have caught him like 5 years, like a decade ago, would have caught him 5 years. Caught him 47, dog, because he had the RICO statue on that bitch. Because he's a gang member, and it's racketeering when you know in commission of a crime for a gang.
With 13 months served, and he got out for a second, didn't he? Wasn't he out for a minute?
I think
during
that
these
was
13
from,
months. Because there was him banging on Snapchat like he always does immediately,
I think,
or live or whatever.
I think he might have got out and then he went back. I think he got out because he was like he bonded out. He bonded out and he was still on probation, and then I think he violated, and he's been locked up ever since. I think
you know what he violated for?
No, like I said, I'm not really too sure.
No, I feel you.
I don't even know if he got out, but I know he's been in there 13 months, and it doesn't seem like he's been in there 13 months though.
No, but let me tell you something. This year has flown by. He has been. I mean, you know, they took that motherfucker not too long. Because I remember, I was listening to his music and watching his stuff, and I did the same thing. I was like, this is gonna be the next Bobby Shmurda right here. Like they're just gonna lock this motherfucker up immediately off his rap shit.
Bobby Shmurda is a real one.
I was legit finna shout that out. Bobby Shmurda will be coming home next year or early 2021.
Bobby Shmurda is actually a real one. You know,
no. Bobby Shmurda's right, absolutely. But I'm just saying, you know, he came out with that song, and then they locked him up immediately right after that.
Wasn't it like he was going to catch 5 and his friend was going to catch 12? So he was like,
and
they split the sentence and they both took 7.
Yeah, and Bobby was a real one. He took 2 extra years to catch his homeboy.
To let his homeboy get 5, bro. But I mean, that's your dog, bro.
I heard though, that during the trial, what came out is that he recanted and said that he was forced to take that deal, and he didn't want it. He wanted the 5 because if he got 5, it was some kind of. If he got 5, it was a different. If he took the 5 years, it was a different charge, and he would have been like out in 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when he took the 7, it was like 7 to the door.
Hard.
It was 7 to the door. Yeah. You know what I mean? Fucking like he's not gonna get out on parole. He's like I don't know if that's for sure, but I'm pretty. It was like a 7-year mandatory sentence.
Yeah, so, it's been 7 years. 2000. It was like 2012.
Man, yo, shout out, baby. He in that fan freestyle, he shouted him out. So
yeah,
he said on Bobby Shmurda with the Glock.
I don't know what kind of music he gonna be on, or if he's gonna be putting out music when he gets home. But I'll bump the first song he puts out just to give it a.
Bro, when Boosie got out and he did that remix to
Boosie's my boy,
bro.
Son.
When I legit like hopped up out my seat and ran through the house screaming when he released that first. He did a feature on the remix to God, I can't remember. It was some Kevin Gates song. Or I don't think it was Kevin Gates. I think he was just on the remix. But anyway, he did this remix, and it was like the first thing he did when he got out of prison. And in the last verses, he said, "It ain't nothing that gets you knocked off." And it's like he legit just got out of prison for that. Like he just got out of prison for conspiracy to commit murder, and he was like, "It ain't nothing to get you knocked off." I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Boosie!"
Yeah, that was
guys going back in.
Insane, bro. Boosie is fucking. I mean, you just got to respect. He's got a different style. But you just got to respect Boosie. Like he's an amazing artist.
He'll straight just take. And I don't want to bring up the Eminem thing, but who's the? There's a guy. His name's Prince something.
Shy High to Prince.
I think that. And he's always on you. And he's talking. He hates Eminem, and he says like he's a guest.
Oh no,
you're
talking about Lord Jamar.
Lord Jamar. That's who it is. That's who it is.
I was like,
he talks about it, and I tell you what. And I don't want to bring up that incident or anything like that. But there was an interview with Boosie where they're talking about Eminem, and they're like, "So, how do you think that he's a guest?" And he's like, "No, I think he's part of the culture. He's done a good job." And they go, "How do you feel about Lord Jamar talking this, that, and the other?" And Boosie goes, "Who?
Yeah.
Who?"
Yeah.
And even the guy interviewing him goes, even he can't even explain it to him. He's like, "Never mind, let's just go forward."
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm so southern or like what it is, but when I watch Boosie on the Vlad TV interviews and like just what he wears and the way he talks and like
He's the
he
shit,
he
bro.
has those goddamn those things on his
Oh,
fingers
like
that
the
aren't
90s
rings,
all
but
the way
yeah,
across,
They're
baby.
like a straight. It looks
Yeah.
like a brass knuckle,
Yeah.
but it's just like diamonds and shit like that. Yo.
To this day, he
Boosie's
wears
just the
that shit.
coolest motherfucker ever.
Absolutely.
Boosie is so cool.
And you know, like everybody
Dude.
else, it's funny. You'll see these rappers when they go live and stuff. They're like in pools and this, that, and the other. The last time I saw Boosie go live, he's inside of a McDonald's eating a fucking fish sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is my guy, bro.
Oh yeah,
And he's
Boosie's,
still- and there's
Boosie's like,
girls
"Will say what's
walking-
up with you, take
Yeah, the
pictures with your
girls
mom
are,
and
and that's
them."
exactly. The girls are walking by. He's like, "Hey, baby, you know this, that, and the other." Talking. He's eating a fucking fish sandwich in
Authentic.
Louisiana the whole time.
He's
I'm like, "That's
authentic
my
as
guy."
fuck, bro.
Yeah, dude. I fucking shout out Boosie there. I saw a video a couple years ago. He walked up in a store and this dude was like freaking out, and his homeboy was like, I don't know what's really going on with him. He's like, you're like his favorite rapper ever, like ever. He's like only really boss Boosie. And he was like, started talking. He's like, you good? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat the show. And he was like,
Yeah,
passed
bro,
out.
it's like,
And he was
bro.
like, you got tickets? And he was like, yeah, I get tickets because I work there. He was like finna pass out, dude. He was
Yeah.
talking to Boosie. He was finna pass the fuck out. And Boosie gave him some like backstage passes and shit.
That's
Yeah,
real
yeah.
as fuck,
And say,
bro.
man, it was cool. Dude was like legit having a like, hyperventilating right there, and he was like, I don't know what's going on with him. He's a really big fan.
But you know,
he's,
yeah,
he's a
he's
huge
at
really
the same
is.
time,
He's
bro.
a huge fan.
And I like how, cause bro, if I was in Boosie's shoes, I'd feel like you know how good that would have to feel to be out in public and like not like in an obnoxious way. They're not being annoying about it. Like you owe me pictures, but they're like, oh my fucking god, bro, it's
Yeah,
you.
someone
Like
who's
they're like an
yeah.
authentic fan. Like I love what you do. I love your music. I fucking, you know what I'm saying. I'm sure Boosie's had people tell me like your music saved my life. Or, you
Yeah,
know.
and that's
That has to just be like the best feeling ever, honestly.
music's a way of expression, man. Like
Mhm.
sometimes you don't really know how to describe.
And
the way
not
you
everybody
feel.
likes everything. Some people don't like Boosie, but like
There was a
honest-
time in my life that I couldn't even like explain my emotions, even try to. But when I heard "Mind of a Maniac,"
Oh my
yo,
God,
it made
dude,
me
that's my
feel like, yo,
shit.
there's someone out there that's like, it's, you know what I mean, going
Yeah.
through it, man. Sometimes you feel like you can't, express yourself, and music is like the best way to do
yeah,
that,
yeah.
man.
Helps you
It
connect,
just
man.
it makes it way easier, just.
It's always nice to feel
Mind
like
of a
somebody
Maniac was my
understands
shit.
you.
That was honestly, I think that might have been one of the first songs that I really like. You know what I mean? To where it's like I had heard him and I liked him, but it was one of
That
those
shit
things to where
slaps.
that was the song
It
to
turns
where
you
I was
all the
like,
way
who
up.
the fuck?
You will fucking beat
Which is
somebody's
funny
ass after that
thinking
song.
back now because there's only one. When you hear him, it's like it's Boosie. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
bro, it's-
But I remember I was like,
Ain't no one ever
who
been
the
like-
fuck is this? Yeah.
Ain't no one ever been like, oh, is that somebody? Like, no, that's Boosie. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
right.
you
Yeah.
know who Boosie
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? It's but no, and like I understand what you're saying, like in a way, because like when like I only like probably like not even a fraction, but like when people reach out to me and like, yo, man, I listen to podcasts. You guys do an awesome job. You know what I mean? People are like
It
it's
makes,
real
dude,
cool.
it makes me feel good. Just like when we
Yeah.
went to Goodwill earlier, dude checking us out was like, "Oh, y'all got a podcast? Let me
Yeah.
check it out. You know what is it?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get
That's
these
cool.
business
It's
cards.
nice to
in-
see that people are actually interested in
Yeah,
this shit.
trying to get these cards in here, man, and
Yeah.
get them out there. But it's just been a struggle because if I'm gonna spend the money, I want the design to be good, and it's really hard to get the design good from one of the websites. So what I'm working on right now is I'm working with some people on Fiverr, and we're like I'm trying to get a business card design. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I like, and then once I get the template for the design, I'll buy it, and then I'll just upload it and have them print that business card, so that way I don't have to,
Yeah.
But it's just been kind of a.
I'm gonna pass them bitches out. Get like the maximum amount because I'm gonna give them to anybody. I
Well,
think
see,
will
no,
listen.
you can get like 5,000. So or you can get I think you can get like 50,000 because I know that like most sites, like when you click on, you can get 250, and when you click the thing, it doesn't really go much farther. It's like 250, 500, 1,000, 250, like 2,500. So it's you gotta buy bulk. So I'm gonna get a whole bunch, but like I said, I just want them. I never wanted, and nothing we've done to this podcast has pretty much been half-assed. We kind of had a janky start because I got sick and everything just happened, but I wanted to get us off the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
But we've never really done anything half-assed. We tried to do it the right way the whole time, and I want to do it the correct way.
I'm just getting over being sick too.
Yeah, it's been kind of rough.
I don't ever get sick. You guys should really bulk up your immune systems.
But
It's probably from all the dick you've been sucking.
I get. I guess that is a good place to kind of stop. I think everybody's kind of tired. It's been a late night. If you guys are listening, we did decide earlier. I think we're gonna look more into trying to come on the podcast. Like when we record on Wednesdays, like we all like if when you're hearing this on Fridays, we record Wednesdays, and that gives me some time to edit it and make sure everything's okay. And then I put it out on Fridays for you guys to hear. So what I'm kind of keen on and what I think we're going to start doing is when we come in on Wednesdays to record, we'll go live on Facebook for 20, 30 minutes like we did today. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on our page. The Wing Challenge. But I think
The Wing Challenge.
I think we'll start coming on and doing some live Facebook stuff before we, while we're trying to get a camera set up and, get everything situated to where we can move to camera and move to video and stuff like that. And we're also going to start moving to Twitch and YouTube Live, and we're going to be streaming. I'm going to try to get that all running concurrent with Facebook. So we're trying to make some moves. So you guys stay tuned for that. I'm going to be dropping some polls and stuff like that. So just, like I said, I appreciate everyone's feedback. So if you have any questions, comments, feedback, ideas, or, anything at all, if you want to be on the podcast.
Constructive criticism. I don't want to hear some bullshit hating.
But
Yeah,
You
don't
better
be
have a
hating.
fucking point.
Don't be hating.
I want to call that girl out by name, but I don't want to. Fuck
No,
that
no, no.
girl.
We're humble.
We're
We're humble
She
kings,
said, "Can
baby.
you stop sending me?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Bitch, I ain't sent you no
Look, bro.
invites."
Let me tell you something. I'm
When we
mad
get
that
some
I'm
more
getting
clout-
ads. Welcome to the fucking internet.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know if you've ever owned a phone before, but I'm getting like
shouldn't
right
call-
now, I'm getting ads.
I shouldn't call it the B word. That's terrible. I gotta work on that. Doing
Yeah,
that.
bro.
Bitch.
You have a mother.
Yeah, no, she was just really rude. I was like, because you gotta look at. I had no idea that was what had happened.
Hey.
When I went into the settings, I looked and I was like, oh, okay, I had auto invites on, and I was like, I'm sure I was spamming a bunch of people. You know what I mean? And I was like, my bad. I even made a post and was like, I'm sorry on my regular Facebook, and I was like, sorry about the spams. You know what I mean? And I haven't spammed anybody else, and the only people that I send invites to are like people who I like people who like add me, like and they show up as the most recent. You know what I mean? So I just send them invites. That's all I do. I don't try not to spam people anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Before we log off, you guys got any final words?
No, appreciate all the love from everybody, man. It's been fun.
Yeah, I really appreciate all the support.
So we're not gonna do another wing challenge next week. We'll have a different thing next week, but I think the week after that we'll probably come back and do another hot wing challenge, but we'll do it the way that I suggested from Jump Street, which is the correct way. We're gonna get some medium hot wings. We're not gonna get the hottest wings on the menu, okay? And we're gonna come back and we're gonna get her done. And I'm gonna kick Max's ass.
Ha.
I'm gonna let us
ain't
finish
easy.
the podcast, but I was just gonna say I don't think you're gonna kick Max's
What-
ass
what-
because he took the hottest
what-
ones on the menu
what-
and
Yeah,
just
no,
ripped
no.
through that shit.
True,
What?
he did,
What?
he did.
I didn't understand you, Nate. I don't understand second
props.
place.
Big props. And
You're mumbling, motherfucker. I don't know.
Speak up.
thank you guys for tuning in, man. You guys join us next week.